what screwed me over. All right, let's you know what? Hold on. Let's mute the music. Okay, let's mute the music because this is serious. All right, I don't want anyone else to make the mistake I did, which screwed me over. So okay, all right, chat. So I want to be honest with everyone. Okay, I want to be honest with everyone. So when it comes to tutorials, let me move my mic a little way. Tutorials, they are very important because that's how you learn code. It's literally like your own private tutorial, tutorial, right? And that someone just made a guide to teach how to code. Now, to be frank with everyone, the biggest mistake I made as a self-taught developer, junior developer, within my first 3 years, actually maybe even 3 years, honestly, what screwed me over my career more than anything else, the biggest mistake I ever made is tutorial hell. And you know what's funny? Within my first 2 years on YouTube, I talked about tutorial hell. Maybe it was 3 years, but let's say 2 years from now. My first 2 years on YouTube, I talked about tutorial hell, but I myself was in it because I was so, it's like, I feel like video tutorials are like a drug. I feel like it's an addiction because when I get so used to having a teacher teaching me how to code and I don't know how to teach myself code through just documentation or another tutorial through just reading like a book, like you get so used to someone teaching you. Like seriously, tuts are like, tutorial hell is like a drug because you don't know if you can succeed without that because you get so used to learning through a tutorial, someone a tutorial who doesn't even care about you personally, to be honest. But you depend on them so much that you don't know how to depend on yourself or believe in yourself enough to actually learn something, right? Like, yo, this destroyed me. This messed up my career because, my first paying job, $45K a year. I was there for 2 years. Guess I know my homie who just got a job. Her first paying job, $90,000 a year. She's been learning code for 1 year. First job, $90K a year. I didn't reach $90K a year until 4 years in. I went from 70 to like 120. Skipped it, but that was 4 years in. Why? Because I was only going the pace that my tutorials taught me to go on. Does that make sense? So as aspiring developer or junior developer, this is why I made in my video, how to become a developer in 6 months. Just Google it. How to become a web dev in 6 months. My video will pop up on Google. But on there, I say only be on tutorials for like 6 months and that's it. Or 3 months, whatever. Learn the basics. That's it. Move on. You want to move on? You learn the basics of HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript ES6 like this. I'm going to be on ES6 just for like a couple days and I'll move on. But like you stay in those tutorials, right, for just a few, like just the basics, and then you leave the tutorials and you move on to, let's say you want to move on to React.js. You do a React.js tutorial. Only be at the tutorial once. Go through that thing one time. Do not buy 3 React.js tutorials. Go through that tutorial once, leave it, and only use documentation. Only use Stack Overflow. Only use Google. Maybe use YouTube videos. But because if you never have the balls like I should have had to leave that crap and move on, I would have been, honestly, because I know how hard I work and my passion for code, I probably could have been like a senior developer years ago, way faster. Now it is my fault too because I wanted to grow YouTube, which I don't regret at all. But like, tutorial hell destroyed me. Do not make that mistake. That is my I'm gonna turn this into a YouTube video, but that's my biggest regret as a junior developer. Tutorial hell. I love Treehouse, man. If you want to learn code, the basics, go to the basic courses, go to tech degree or whatever on Treehouse. That's what learn through that one time, then move on. One time, move on. Dang, someone even said he'd been in tutorial hell for 7 years. Dude, what the heck? Bro, that's a long time, dude. I haven't been coding for 7 years. Like, get out of it, no matter what. You don't need it. Like, I'm using tutorials right now, right? Like, right here. I'm using freaking free code camp to learn ES6 right now. And it's only like 30 tracks, which will take only like an hour or two to go through. That's it. And then I'll move on to React.js. And when I'm not even using a video tutorial on Udemy or Treehouse to learn React.js. I want to because I'm so used to it. I'm not. I'm going straight to documentation to learn. Straight to Stack Overflow, straight to Google, straight to maybe blogs on how to build something. But you learn so much more from reading blogs than a freaking video tutorial because like you have to understand what you're reading. If you don't understand something, you Google it. But when you're watching a video and someone explains to you how to build something, so much crap goes through your head. I don't know about you, but when I was in high school, one of the reasons I almost didn't graduate was because when a teacher went over a topic, so much crap that she would teach like went from in one ear and out the other. You know what I mean? So tutorial hell is terrifying as hell. Do not get stuck in that. Do not get stuck in that, because I'm telling you, man, tutorial hell will ruin your life. That's a good title, Kenny. I'm going to use that. Tutorial hell ruined my life. And like, that's why I'm so happy. My main job as a developer relations engineer now, I stream learning code, but guess what? I've never learned so much code in my life. I'm learning how to hack right now. Cybersecurity, right? I'm learning freaking React.js every morning now. But I haven't learned this much before because I only base my learning on tutorials. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to talk about. I'm losing my voice already. That's not good. Let's go back to the music chat. Oh, my voice. I got a little passionate about that. A little passionate. I know I should be just straight doing projects every day at this point. I got too disciplined. I'll double my pay in a year. Hell yeah, bro. Dude, I know for a fact, at the rate I'm going, even if I stop building my business, I know that within the next 5 years, I can make over 500K a year. Just because I know my work ethic, you know what I mean? And I'm getting so much better, technically skilled. I've been in hell for 3 to 4 years to get out of it. Thank you for the advice. The kind wolf says, I just don't feel smart enough for it. And I'm stopping myself. Bro, don't say that. Do not say that. Do not say you're not smart enough for it, dude. Do not say you're not smart enough to freaking learn stuff on your own. You are. Coding isn't easy, but it's easier than people realize. Coding's not easy. It's easier than people realize, though. You can do it. You just have to believe in it, man. For me, I was scared to struggle. I didn't want to be exposed to myself that I can be better as a developer after like from leaving video tutorials and stuff. But I learned that I can do it. You just have to go through it, man. Yes, it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's going to hurt you in the long run. I'm the type of person where I need to know everything before I jump in. I will tell you this, that's going to screw you over as a developer. That's why you need tutorial hell for 7 years. That's going to ruin you as a developer. You will never know everything before a project. When you go to a new job, you will never know everything you need for the job. When you go to a newer job, you will never know everything despite you know all the languages they need, because you will jump into a new code base. You'll work with different front-end engine templates, with different back-end frameworks like Laravel. You're going to have to learn new languages on the job. Like, you will never know everything. Change that mindset, bro. It's a must. You have to. I just don't have confidence to learn new things when pressure is on. I always need hand help. Bro, don't do that. Free me. That's going to kill you, man. Like, mentally. Seriously. Don't make an excuse. That's an excuse. That's an excuse. That is an excuse. You know, when I was learning how to ride a bike when I was a kid. My dad, I was teaching me how to ride a bike. I'm like, Dad, I need you to hold me. I remember this specifically. It's like, Chris, I need to let you go. I'm like, Dad, no, hold me. I was so scared to ride a bike on my own. And then he just let me go. Like, he pushed me. It's like, good luck. And I fell like 10 times, right? I fell 10 and it hurt. That's why I had pads and everything, and all the, like, you know, helmet and like everything. I even had wrist like pads to protect my hands. But like, I felt like crazy. But after 10 times, I was able to ride a bike on my own. It's an excuse, man, that you need someone to hold your hand. Guess what? You can't be a developer then. You should give up. No offense. Because you'll have people that guide you as a junior, but after 3 years, 4 years, people will not want to guide you no more. You know what I mean? Like, you have to learn to just do it on your own. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying this. I'm being hard on you because that was me for 3 years. Now you're telling me you're that like that for 7 years. Change that mindset, bro. You need to, for your own sake. I'm saying this as like your homie. But what Chris is saying is also true. You have to take risks, be open to failure. Failing is being a developer. Failing. All right, let's get in this chat.